busy with overthinking. She'll be going out, looking for her next victim. She's a player, out to play ya. Take some, one by one, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop.
She's a savage, savage.
She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker.
She's a savage, savage. She's a savage, savage.
Way up in the clouds, got you wrapped around her fingers. She's not scared about making your spine shiver. She's a savage, causing damage. Way up in the clouds, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. When you're up at night, busy with overthinking, she'll be going out, looking for her next victim. She's a player, out to play ya. Take some, one by one, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop.
She's a savage, savage.
She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker.
She's a savage, savage. She's a savage, savage.
Way up in the clouds, got you wrapped around her fingers. She's not scared about making your spine shiver. She's a
Hello, welcome in everybody. Hopefully the sound's okay. You can let me know. Now I have to check out the list. Okay, Scorpio, I didn't see you come in, but welcome in Evelyn, Star, Charlie. And Charlie, your 21-month subversary. Star's 30-month subversary. So I think I didn't clear the queue. That's what I think the problem is. So Dana and Purposeful Tortoise and Dana do need to be boosted because they subbed last time and I couldn't stream. It happens. So, let's see. Oh, Dana, you're awesome. But I believe Scorpio it just wasn't a cleared queue. So we'll see. Sometimes people drop in and out. So we'll see. Star, you are up. Okay. And as I said, Dana and Purposeful Tortoise will have to be boosted because they subbed on my non-stream read. Now, my guides are confusing me here with these two decks, Star. Can you understand being uncertain about someone's honesty? I just have to ask that before I even start shuffling. Okay, now I know which deck. I get the sense that you feel overwhelmed. It's like that type of dishonesty. Okay. You've already chosen to work towards a solution. Yeah. This isn't your husband, is it? I have to ask because you've already chosen to work towards a solution. Doesn't stop the pain. It's not him. Then I get that you've already chosen to work towards a solution. You've said your piece. That much I do know. You've said your piece. You just feel that whoever this is lip service. They're saying they'll work for you to trust again, but you're not sure whether they're genuine. I do get an impact on the home space. Thank goodness it's not your partner. But I do get a really heavy impact on the home space. Because I get an impact on the home space, I feel... I feel it's family. And I feel you have in the past worked towards a good outcome. And it fell flat. Regardless of this trust situation, your determination is going to win through. And if it's a childhood friend that you're dealing with or a sibling, I see a good outcome in that as well. Sibling. I see a good outcome. Test them though. Because they've lied to you before is what I got. And it's almost like you picked yourself up, worked hard the last time, and they still did it. No, you can't. But I do see a positive resolution. It may be hard going. It may be hard work. You're tied up in the past situations though. It's almost like anything you like, they have to have. Okay. Just know, stick to your guns. You may feel as if it's not even worth trying. But if you stick to your boundaries, I see a resolution is possible. But you need to stick to your boundaries. Right from the start. With joy though, I know it's not your strong suit, but be happy. Just don't let a steamroller come in. Because you've got the fool at the bottom of the deck. And no, that's not you being a fool. It's you remaining in that happy space. But it's sort of like, oh, no, you don't. And then go back to laughing. I like the cards that are here for the good outcome, but I feel the past needs to be... It's like the past is still bleeding and it needs a band-aid over it. It needs an apology over it or something. It needs acknowledgement from the other person. Wonderosity, thank you for the 3 months subversary. Can you understand that, Star? They haven't accounted for the past wrong. Yeah. They're trying. Yeah, they're trying. It's just, for some reason, it's difficult for them to own up to their errors. The Page of Cups was the next card, which means I really do feel as if they're trying. They just don't know how. Let's see what's the card after. Yeah, they don't know how. I get like a goody two-shoes vibe and they don't want to let it go. But that's just me and what I get. It's not necessarily real. Yes, stay in the happy place. Star, stay in the happy place. Yeah, they were the favourite. I got that. They don't want to lose that title. They're hanging on to it. Thank you for the hydrate. I might go with the water. My coffee's still a bit hot. Okay. Okay. Now, I need to... Ray, welcome in. All spots are taken at the moment. Evelyn, I do believe you would be next. Usually I do boost a few more subs. And I've got quite a few to make up for it. I feel like you're wanting a love reading, Evelyn. Just yes or no at this stage. The song that comes to mind is Put a Little Love in Your Heart. Because I feel you're like in hermit mode. But also I don't have much love in my heart, so it'll be interesting to see what comes up. Put a little love in your heart. Yeah. You're trying to plant good seeds, but you're wondering how you can set boundaries and plant good seeds at the same time. Okay. I think I'm picking up your wishes. I think I'm picking up your wishes rather than an outcome. You're wanting a take charge type person who also knows how to have fun and wants a traditional family. I think I'm picking up on your wishes. But you've got the Two of Cups at the bottom. Keep pushing for it. But also recognize that we all make mistakes. Even this dream person you have in mind will make mistakes. No one is perfect. Perfection does not exist. If it did, it would be way too much effort to maintain. So accept your imperfections. I get a feeling you've recently established a close connection, a friend connection. You've recently established a close friend connection. I want to say, listen to them. They've got a good head on their shoulders. You haven't? Then watch out for the friend connection who's got a good head on their shoulders. Hey TC, welcome in. And I do have to thank everybody for their kind thoughts from last week. Much appreciated. Okay, then start talking to friends wise, because I get wise counsel. I get wise counsel from someone. Good head on their shoulders, very logical. Oh, thank you, Horse-Drawn Portrait. Charlie, you are up. And subs do get boosted too. So, Purposeful Tortoise and Dana. Dana got in. And I do have to boost Dana. Hola, Charlie. Charlie, can you understand there's a change in your dream? Not as in partnering up. that still exists, but there's been a change in your long-term dream. And I do know that Charlie will rewatch the VODs with closed captions, so I'll keep going. You've almost thrown love out the window, Charlie. Okay. You're still wanting to create a balanced environment. And I feel you've reinvested in your high morals. Because it's like, I would never do that to anyone. I would be honest. I feel sleep has been troublesome. Yeah, you're still looking for that partner to share everything with. Okay. Then what is it about heating or cooling products inside the home? There's something... There's a change of tactics. Or a change in appliance. Okay. I would protect what you have. I feel as if everybody looks at the picture. Nobody looks at the effort put in. I feel as if someone is preventing you. There you go. I felt it was heating or cooling, something that regulates the temperature inside the house. I feel as if bureaucracy is preventing you from doing what you want to do. So you're looking at a way through. Yeah. You're still dreaming of the happy home, happy life. And everything you're trying to do is with that in mind. I feel as if someone's declined an application for an open fire, if that makes any sense at all, or a combustion heater. There's just a few more papers that need to be filled out, is what I'm getting. I know you'll rewatch the VOD with the closed captions, Charlie, and hopefully that will make sense. It's like I want an open fire in the bedroom and the living area. And I do hope it's making sense to you, Charlie. Which oracle would you like, Charlie? I've got 13th oracle, Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Law of Positivism, Magic of Unicorns, Energy and Spirit. Sign of the Times. Let's see. I feel an obstacle card may show up. Or a let go of the outcome card. Ah, there's the white picket fence. Now, the white picket fence is happy home, happy life. But life doesn't always do that for us. No worries, Janine. Okay, I just have to do this. Oh, that was quick. Water, surrender. I feel as if your dreams aren't working fast enough for you, Charlie. You're wanting your dreams to work faster. Let's see. Water is a versatile element in the way it flows and takes shape of whatever container it is placed into. Now is the time to release control and surrender to the pull of the current. Fight temptation to force a situation or an outcome. You will get the best results by allowing events to play out organically. Be flexible and try to work with any outside elements that come your way. There are also heightened emotions at play when it comes to water. You may find yourself more emotional than usual, but don't try to temper your reactions or numb yourself. Allow the feelings to come and eventually go. This card also represents nurturing and replenishing. Go with the flow and take care of yourself at the same time. Ride these waves and see where the tides take you. Emotional healing and growth, letting go of control. Stay fluid and drink water. So there you are, Charlie. I really feel that the whole reading was like letting go of control, knowing that there are steps that you have to take in order to get something achieved. So just go within what works for you. Sorry, Purposeful Tortoise. Queue still full. That's what I have for you, Charlie. And I really feel the water card resonated with the entire reading, because it's letting go of control, going with the flow, not fighting against a current. So thank you, Charlie. Now, let's see. Horse-drawn portrait, it is you. And welcome into the queue, Purposeful Tortoise, because I do I know I do have to boost Dana and yourself. Okay. And just as an explanation for people that might have just joined, last week when I couldn't stream, both Dana and Purposeful Tortoise subbed. So I couldn't stream. Okay, that's okay, Charlie. We're there. Okay, horse-drawn portrait. I'm a bit confused here. Can you understand a feeling of confusion? It's like palm slap. Oh, thank you, Charlie. Just let me know if you can understand the feeling of confusion I'm picking up. No, not normally. But there's also a trust. There's trust wrapped up in this confusion. I don't get a bad feeling. Don't get me wrong. Don't get a bad feeling. It's like there's someone standing in your way of achieving what you want to achieve. Okay, I need to lay out the whole... My guide told me to go with the Rainbow Tarot, so it can't be that bad. Okay, and the Star. It's not a bad read. Just go with me on this. Because I feel as if there's been progress in you deciding what step is next. You're feeling a bit overwhelmed, and that's the confusion that I'm picking up. It's like I've got 10 different things that need ticking off before it can even happen. No, that's okay. I understand it. It's like me saying if I was to say, oh, you're not coping with the rise in the cost of living, that applies to 100% of the planet. I get it. It's right to be openly skeptical, or should I say healthy skepticism is a good thing. I've got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups in this read. It's not a bad read. I can hear like a fairground wheel that's spinning. Some casinos have them where the wheel spins and it... I can hear it. I feel as if there's been an incoming positive thing. And yet that incoming positive thing brought with it a whole series of questions. Queen of Wands. Yeah, it is strange for me to hear the of a wheel spinning. It wouldn't surprise me if you told me you landed an entry on Wheel of Fortune or something like that. You know how their wheel also makes that sound? Because it's a good incoming, but it's disruptive at the same time. The Sun. You've got the Star and the Sun. As I said, I'm not worried about this. It's just confusing and good incoming. And I'll show you the last card because it's the Queen of Cups, but the Queen has poker cards in front of her and the wheel behind her. So what I said about a casino could actually be true. Okay. In day and night. Okay. Does somebody, the old friends, does somebody work at a casino? Or work at a fairground? I get the pendulum swinging with the decision, but that's okay. A fairground. My guides have taken me the long way round to get the fact that you're dealing with somebody who works at a fairground. I feel as if you're not sure about this person's character. But this person is not serious at all. So communicating with them can be difficult at times because they're just not serious. They take nothing seriously. That's okay. If they used to, I'll take that. As I kept saying, I was either being taken to a casino or a fairground. I feel in the past they hurt you. You getting over that hurt is your main hurdle. And I do feel in terms of their thinking, they can be flighty, as in Virgo Capricorn energy type thing, where 1 minute something can be on the go and then the next minute they've dumped it and they're on to something else. Okay. Okay, I get that now. But I feel as if they've forgotten that hurt. So if you're hanging out for an apology, you'll be waiting a long time. They've forgotten it. They can't recall it. They haven't retained it in their memory. There's a good connection with this person though. But as I said, they can be flighty, as in, hang on a sec, I've just had the noise again, bear with me. I'm sorry, horse-drawn portrait. Every time I hear a creaking of some description, I freak out a bit. But yes, this person can be indecisive. I don't know how else to describe flighty. It's like 1 minute things change quickly. And as you're thinking on that, I'm going to go and check my front door. Okay, I'm back. Will other community people... No. I want to say they've forgotten about it. And they're the type of person that, oh, that's in the past, let's do now. As I said, if it's an apology you're waiting for, it'll be a long time coming. And I feel you can't let go of the past. And yet this person's energy would be awesome for you. Because there's a lot of fun. And I'm being impressed that you also sense that horse-drawn portrait. You also sense that this person would bring the fun you need into life. Yeah, I feel that they still do, but they're just things that would stick in other people's memory don't stick in theirs. Thank you, Star, for the hydrate. Oh, I made myself a good coffee. I feel as if they're morally ethical, but they don't take sides. So I don't feel as if they had a direct contribution to whatever happened. So it hasn't stayed in their memory. As I said, this person's pretty flighty, pretty go with the flow type person. Yeah, they just go with the flow. Fool on the... How many times has the Fool on the bottom of the deck appeared today? I've only done 3. I feel as if they're morally ethical in their own behaviour, but they don't judge others. And hopefully that makes some sense, horse-drawn portrait. Not all of us can be deep. They did judge you. I'm sorry, from the energy of the cards, I wouldn't have picked that up. The decision of whether to associate with them is entirely up to you. But I feel the situation you're retaining, they don't even remember. Drop back in and give me a feedback on that one. There are some people in this world that are for sure malicious. I did not get any maliciousness from that read. So remember, there's perception. Reality is part perception. What somebody perceives as stabbing a person in the back, another person perceives it as just one of those things. Maybe it's not covered. The malicious person can twist the truth to suit themselves. So maybe it's a case of believing the wrong person. But as I said, they don't even retain it in their memory. Okay, Dana, it is you. Okay, yeah. Horse-drawn portrait, I wish there was more I could offer you. I wish there was more I could offer you. I really do. Because I deal with maliciousness on a constant basis. Nobody sees my determination or my positivity or anything like that. They just make an assumption. And welcome in, Scorpio. Okay, Dana. I feel as if you've woken up and it's a totally different world. Or your perception of the world is totally different. It's like a shocking thing. Okay. Yeah, I feel as if there's heartbreak behind the mindset, but I'll get there. You're taking action, but you're shocked at the amount of other people that aren't. Yeah, there's heartbreak behind it. Queen of Wands. Don't doubt that you made the right decision. I feel like you're doubting if you made the correct decision. And it's got you up in your head. There we go. You feel as if the world has totally changed. Totally gone selfish. Okay. I feel as if you've had an increase in work hours while all of this is going on. And I want to say, you've got your admirers. You're going through all this and your focus is on Your focus is on making new friends, trying to reconnect with community. And there's quite a few admirers. I would have to say one in particular I'm picking up on. There you go, the Lovers. It had to come out because I was picking up on it. Okay. I feel as if there's a struggle between solo life and relying on someone. You don't want to get into a position where you're relying on somebody. And yeah, I can see you working hard. But just remember that offstandish person that's trying to avoid hurt can sometimes come across as a stopgap. Because I feel you may have lost some of your enthusiastic energy. With the world at the bottom of the deck, the sun at the top of the deck, top of the reed. Oh, I feel you're trying to reclaim a happy-go-lucky attitude in a world that has turned selfish. Keep trying to reclaim that happy-go-lucky because the right person has spotted it already. I don't feel they've approached yet. Yeah. Keep doing the happy-go-lucky thing because I feel as if it's drawn someone's attention towards you, but they haven't made a move yet. And I feel now you're looking out on a body of water. I feel as if you're looking out a window on a body of water. I feel as if you're staring out of a window and from that window you can see a body of water. That's okay. I don't mind explaining if I can, as long as it's relevant. Then do your socializing there as well. Because I see a dreaminess about it. Thank you, Dana. Now, let's see. I did see a dreaminess about it. Okay. there's a need to let go, and I feel as if this stay away or staycation is your permission to let go. Yeah, the High Priestess is there, but it's surrounded by Seven of Swords and Four of Pentacles. So there's a need to cut losses and let go. And you know that. And I do feel the hotel stay is where you will let go. And there's joy in it. And it's sort of like finally there is joy in it. And Dana, can you understand? It's like I'm a dealer. This is the second time I've picked up games. Can you understand going somewhere where they would deal out cards like this, face down? If that's what you're thinking of, Dana, then that'll do. They deal out the cards face down. I have a get together with friends where we do that, but then I don't go overboard and risk anything. But I think if it's a regular thing you do, there will be a winning streak. So don't go overboard and risk, but I think if it's a regular thing you would do, there's a winning streak. There you go. If it's a regular thing you do. Okay, my guide just told me, yes it is, and you're not bad at it. So hopefully you'll pop back in and give me feedback. Pop back in and give me feedback. And I didn't say it. There you go. Twice a year, that's enough. Trip is in November. I can live with that. That's not too far away. Definitely keep me updated. But the one thing that my guides told me was going to be common in this stream was everyone is human. Everyone makes mistakes. And I feel you need to accept that as part of yourself too, Dana. Yeah, we're human. Our mistakes make us human. I really think everybody is too fixated on the Instagram perfect, the YouTube reels when nothing really goes wrong, or it's set up for everything to go wrong and it works for them. But our mistakes are what make us human. Wonderosity, it is you. Okay. Now, hopefully Wonderosity, there you are. Now, I need to put up the list here. Because, okay. Charlie, did you rejoin? Oh no, I moved somebody before Charlie, so I do have to. Okay. And yeah, that pretty much puts the list right. Okie dokie. Now, Wonderosity, can you understand having a difference of opinion with someone? Quite a heated difference of opinion is what I'm picking up. And Ultimate Karina, you made it into the queue. And Dream It Possible, welcome in. Okay, let's see what we have here. I feel it was over money. I'm sorry to say the difference of opinion was over money or resources. I do feel Leo type energy. Whoever it was, they were really important to you. And you're feeling as if the disagreement is the end. It's not. Yeah, I have to say Leo energy is coming up. For me, anyway. I do feel it was with somebody that was quite important to you. And remember when I said the reading was going to be about we're all human, we all make mistakes? This is sort of like a contest as to who's going to own up to their mistake about it first. And I feel whoever owns up first actually gains power rather than loses it. And hopefully that makes sense, because I see a battle of minds. But if you own up to your portion, even though your portion might only be tiny, if you own up to your portion of the disagreement first, I can't see it happening though. I feel as if it created a sadness. And at one time you partied with your sister. At one time your sister and yourself were tight as. But I am picking up whoever owns up to their error contribution first is the more powerful. See, I don't even know how disrespecting boundaries is a no-no to me. But it could be the owning up part could be, I'm sorry I didn't make my boundaries clear enough for you. But then that sounds sarcastic. So that'd only compound it. But I feel at one point in the past you and your sister were tight. Shared everything. I feel as if there could be some jealousy underscoring your sister's attitude at the moment. Okay. I can understand that. I've got two sisters that are competitive and I've never even engaged in it. I figure we're individuals, we'll do what's right for us. But there's a lot building up for you at the moment. Forget your sister for a second. There's sort of like a social build-up for you at the moment. I've felt that too, Wonderosity, but unfortunately the world is the world. I can remember my sister closest in age to me was sporty, was social. I was a nerd. And so many teachers would tell my sister, why can't you be more like Karen? And that's so unfair. I even told one teacher off. Yeah, a social build-up, like a social butterfly feeling. Like externally people are gravitating towards you. I feel as if it's part of a wish, part of a manifestation. Can you understand, Wonderosity? It's part of a manifestation that you've had. There you go. I feel it's all coming about for you. However, brace yourself for the fact everybody's not perfect. And it used to be that some kids would bloom early. Others would bloom in their teens. Others would bloom in their 20s. There never used to be this strict timeline for when it came to socializing. But I feel as if in you, now that it's started, you're not going to stop it. Yeah, I feel the best friend may actually be drifting away, whether they're moving, whether the best friend is moving, or boyfriend, whatever BF is to you. I feel that they're drifting. Boyfriend. Can you understand them drifting into the background? Or needing to move? Kinda. I'm not saying they're going anywhere, they're just drifting. Either a move of home or needing to move. Yeah. Their focus will just drift. So that's what I have for you, Wonderosity. But keep socialising because I see it working for you. Okay, usually the love oracle is redeemed at the start of the read, but I'll get it. Would I be right in saying that you think the boyfriend is maybe you've outgrown them and you're wondering how they're going to take change? Because it's like I'm almost seeing somebody wants a wedding and it's like, not yet. Just let me know if that resonates so I can go on with he really wants the wedding. And you're like, not yet. At least you're being honest. I want to say at least you're being honest. Yeah. Proposal, family. You're trying to dodge the question though. Thank you for the hydrate, star. Wonderosity, can you understand why you're trying to dodge the question? Unless you're factual and honest, you come across as a player. I feel you haven't expressed it to your boyfriend in that way. You haven't told your boyfriend that you love him. You haven't told him that you now feel you don't so much need the piece of paper. I feel that honesty hasn't been expressed. Maybe restate it. Because I swear the person that wants the proposal, the family, etc. is now viewing you differently. Maybe express to your boyfriend that a few more years is not going to make any difference to the way you're thinking at the moment. You still want to be with him. Be honest about what you want. Yeah, truth at the bottom of the deck. There we go. Truth at the bottom of the deck. And underneath reconciliation. So, truth. Then explore it with your boyfriend. If you still want long term with the boyfriend, who better to explore it with? Who better to explore it with? No, that's okay. It's not clear in the redeems, so that's my bad. But the redeems were set up so long ago that a lot's changed since then, let's face it. I've changed since then. But maybe discuss it with your boyfriend. Because I feel they're clueless as to why you've changed. And even if you express that you don't know why, it's something you can explore together. As I said, at the bottom of the deck was truth. So, Purposeful Tortoise, you are up. You're welcome, Wonderosity. Hopefully you can regain that trust in each other. Now, Purposeful Tortoise, I feel like you're stuck the other way, unable to express who you are. You've been trying, but people haven't understood. Yeah, Two of Cups energy. Okay. I feel as if there's a loneliness feeling coming in. Yeah. Almost like waiting forever. And I get that this is to do with passion or attracting a partner, ability to attract a good partner. Yeah. It's like you're telling yourself that, I feel it's self-talk here. You're telling yourself, why doesn't anybody choose me? Or what's wrong with me? I feel it's being turned inward. You're starting to get the awareness that it's not about you. Okay. I feel as if it's your intuition that you're wanting to let out. And tell yourself it's not so much that you get left doing what you call jobs. It's that nobody sees your value. And there's sadness at that. When actually, trust me, I used to stand out. I used to stand out all the time. And yes, I got promoted. Yes, I got this. Yes, I got that. In my career. My life, on the other hand, was crap. I feel someone's recently put a tempting offer towards you. You're not sure if you can cope with it though. It's given you hope. I feel as if somebody may have dangled a carrot. You're not sure if it's real. You're not sure if it's the devil at play. I want to say it's somebody that you find physically appealing. It's a person you find physically appealing. It can be male or female. Seriously, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be that you find them physically good looking. Yeah, but I'm not saying romantic attraction. There are some people in our lives that we do find aesthetically appealing. It doesn't mean we're going to rush out and give them our heart. And that rumble that you heard, that is the thunder rolling in. Okay, when I say attractive, Purposeful Tortoise, replace that with they physically match you. Okay, I do feel it's the person that dangled the offer in your face. Because I get that you're feeling as if that they're just trying to tempt you and then won't follow through. And I feel it has had you emotional. Let's see. I feel as if you're unable to stand your ground with this person. There are choices and decisions you've got before you. And I feel, I can't say for sure. Okay. I feel they will tempt you. There's going to be triumph over this. I don't know where how the triumph is going to come in. I feel as if you may work in solitude best. Just let me know if that resonates, Purposeful Tortoise. You may work in solitude best. There you go. I feel that's where the triumph will come in. And there's harmony that comes from that. We've all got to make choices and decisions in life, and sometimes we don't make the right ones. I've been guilty of that, not making the right decision. I've made a few poor decisions in my past. Doesn't mean I'm any less me. Yeah, I've done it in a span of 10 years. It's not a competition though. We all make mistakes. That's what my guides told me the purpose of the reading today was going to be. That we're all human. We all make mistakes. It is part of being in the physical form. Yeah, we pay for them, but it's the same. If we were to make the right decision, we'd get the reward. It's no different. But the only someone told me this many years ago, the most beautiful roses grow when the roots, so their past, is covered in manure. And it was a very skilled and talented mentor I had. So, yeah. Hey, Blue Moss Dragonette, I'm doing okay today. A little flighty. We've got thunder and lightning, very, very frightening, and rain here today. Even though last night our minimum temperature was 18 degrees Celsius, which is like 44 Fahrenheit. I hope my calculations are okay. Google probably does it better. But just keep that in mind, Purposeful Tortoise, that, yeah, your past decisions may not have been perfect, but they're what creates the beauty in the long run. Oh, it's only been 2 weeks, and I was on Friday. So, really, I streamed 3 days ago, but thank you for missing me. Now, that's what I needed to do. Blue Moss Dragonette just reminded me of it, but I meant to shout out Breenie at Strange Moon Lilith as soon as I started streaming, because they started streaming like 5 minutes before me. And, yes, wanted to give him a shout out, but Scorpio, you are up next. And hopefully next week I will be able to stream longer because I will have help. It might be next week or the week after. I don't know yet. Okay, Scorpio. Okay, I have lost Scorpio. That's okay. What I might do is actually put the list up and take a break where I can walk around and shake my booty. Just as Casey and the Sunshine Band tell you to. I just got to move around. There you are, Scorpio. I'll do your read first then. And then I'll do my walk around. Because it's been an hour and a half and they do pay attention to me. But can you understand headaches? Oh, I love that emote, Ultimate Karina. I love that emote. Scorpio, can you understand headaches? Yes. Okay. Because as soon as I started tuning in, it was like immediate. And I feel that there's also some back issue that's triggering the headache. Okay. Oh. And this is happening just when you're wanting... that... My guides can take it away now, actually. But I feel as if you're wanting to make a move towards someone. Yeah. You're wanting to take action towards somebody. It's like somebody's caught your eye and you want them to know that... No, not might be. I'm getting a yeah. Because you're all up in your head about it. And you're isolating yourself. There you go, Three of Cups. The Moon. You fear that you have limitations that won't be accepted by the other person. Ooh la la, you got the hots. Scorpio. In Australia, we say you got the hots for someone. When you actually like someone, we just say you got the hots for them. I want to say, if they can't accept some limitations, are they going to be good to be with? Because you can be with someone and 2 months later things can change. 30 seconds after you agree to be with somebody, things can change. I feel as if you may be attracted to a Cancerian, somebody that likes home. Yeah, but if you don't let them in, Scorpio, again, my guides were so right with the start of this stream. We are all individual. We all make mistakes. Even if it's a person we're attracted to, they can make mistakes, but we can too. And even if it is new, are you not trusting them by not revealing some of those challenges you do have? And I'm not saying you have to blurt it out and tell them everything. Ease them into it. Be honest, but ease them into it. For example, myself, if I organise a date, I just say I need to park close to where we're going to be. So I don't tell them the extent of the limitations of my walking, but they know that I need to park close to where I need to be. So I'm telling them the truth of my reality without telling them the gore that goes behind it or the reasoning behind it. That's for later. And I feel there is some way that you can let this person know and see how they react to it. Because in all seriousness, I do not want a stranger knowing all of the horror background up front. I don't tell every single stranger I come across in the street everything I have to deal with. And you wouldn't either if you think about it. No, it's not. It's not bad timing. For example, you said you had a headache right now. If that's something that happens on a regular basis, you can actually temper the issue by saying, every now and again, I get these really bad headaches and I've got one right now. You don't have, every now and again, you haven't actually set a time. You know, you might get them every second day. But the reality of it is still to be revealed. So bad timing is not withholding information. If you're wanting to attract someone honest, isn't honesty the best way to attract it? And yet you don't have to be brutally honest, unless you're like me and a Scorpio and have the guts to do it. But I just figure somebody I've just met, in Australia it might be different than what it is anywhere else, but the amount of dudes I've gone out with on a date that expect a kiss as soon as I see them in person, massive. I'm sorry, I don't kiss strangers. I don't know you yet. Let's slow things down. And I feel for you, it's not bad timing, Scorpio. I feel like you do have an empathetic person. Which oracle card would you like, Scorpio? I have 13th Oracle, Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Law of Positivism, Magic of Unicorns, Energy and Spirit. Sign of the Times. That was quick. I feel like it's going to be flamingo or something that stands out. Because I feel the person you're attracted to stands out. Yet they're not afraid to defend. I like the energy of this person. I do like the energy of this person, Scorpio. And who knows, by revealing something, you may reveal quickly that you're not a match for one another. I've done that and realised that fishing I can do, snowboarding, nah, I can't do that. And if they're not willing to compromise, they've already revealed that they're not the right person for me. You go snowboarding, I'll go do something else. Oh no, I was hoping to meet somebody I could go snowboarding with. It's like, sorry, 30 years too late. Okay, my guides are slow with this one. Yep, there we go. Ooh, bees, community. Not what I expected, but social nonetheless. I feel like you might have attracted a social butterfly. Oh, I'm not just a pretty face, Ultimate Karina. Not just a pretty face. I expected something bright, vibrant, different. How's that different? Welcome back, Janine. I'm going to be taking a walking break in a second. Okay, Scorpio. As the saying goes, teamwork makes the dream work. Bees work toward what is best for the collective at all times. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to leave that there for a second. Okay, just when I got my mojo back. Yeah. Bees work towards what is best for the collective at all times. Working together in harmony. Each member of the group acting in the interests of the whole. Build community and get support from your friends to solve the problem you face. You don't always have to do it alone. This card is also a sign of hard work put in by many to achieve a common goal. Become more involved in your community or make an effort to build a team in your work. Bees teach us that you do not have to take on every role because everyone has their part to play. Their unique talents and skills. They have unique talents and skills to offer. Invest time in strengthening your network and be open to working with others. Being part of something bigger than you can be extremely rewarding. There is nothing sweeter than gaining a support system that is willing to put in the work and has your best interests at heart. Be a team player. Recognition and reward. Time to come out of your shell. Okay, I like this one. I didn't at first. When it came out, I was quite shocked. But Scorpio, remember, bees don't expect to do every single task. They do what they're good at. And in a couple, complementary skills are best. You know, you get together with somebody who, like for me, if I got together with somebody who was great mechanically, as in tinkering, as in doing all of that sort of stuff, and I'm great with all academia stuff, like even doing the books, things like that, we complement one another rather than compete. And if you looked at your new situation in that way, in the way bees work together to foster a community, I think you will find your value and be able to represent your value regardless of any limitations. And Scorpio, hopefully that does make sense. Because just looking at the card, I feel someone is really good at cooking. The other person is really good at decorating. And I have that with a good friend of mine, actually. Their desserts are decorated perfectly. They do taste good too, but let me get my point out. I'm not going to insult her. They do taste good. I cook and it looks like it was put together with a cement trowel. Yet I know the taste is always there. Yet if we got together, I could cook, she could decorate, and we'd present the most brilliant desserts out there. And Scorpio, I feel for you, you could get the same result by looking at the skills you have to offer rather than limitations. And hopefully that does resonate with you, Scorpio. Okay, now I've done my... Oh, thank you, Scorpio. I have done my get up, have to defend motions. But now I have to get up and leisurely control myself. I'll put the list up. There we go. And I will be back as soon as I can. And I'm back. So yes, there was a error in the list. Janine is next. Getting there. So hopefully Janine hasn't gone too far away. And for those of you, hello Janine. For those of you who are questioning about my prayer at the start, yes, I did do one, but not on stream. So yes. And okay. I feel as if you've been doubting yourself, Janine. And seriously, the theme of... My guides gave me a theme at the start of the read, that we're all going to make mistakes. It's just human nature. And intuitively you know that. However, I feel someone made a mistake that hurt you. And you're wondering whether to reveal the hurt. Yeah. Can you understand you're wondering whether to reveal the hurt to somebody new? The Lovers. It's like the hurt is preventing you from moving forward into a deep love connection. Now, Janine, I have read for you before, but I can't recall whether you're currently in one. There you go. And I feel as if those doubts creep in at night. Yeah. It's like, hello, Nectarnaut. Haven't seen you for ages. Welcome in. And Janine, unfortunately, you were in a conference call when I was saying this. There are ways to reveal it to people that we like without actually trauma dumping. And I feel you know how, but you're up in your head about their reaction. It's like you've seen, there's the sun. You've seen it before ruin everything. And you're stuck in fear that it's going to ruin this one. And with the sun and temperance, no, it's not. I feel as if there are strong feelings towards someone. You should let them worry, Janine. You might not like them. When you're meeting for the first time, it's like they're going to have exactly the same fears and insecurities as you are. They will. It's only human nature. If they don't, now I should be back. Sorry, we do have thunderstorms and everything going on here at the moment, which does affect the internet. Janine, someone wise once told me that the only people that don't have fears and anxieties over meeting someone new are those that don't care about an outcome. So you're looking at players and narcissists. And I'm like, well, if you don't have nerves, no, I'm not going to admit being terrified. But you could open the conversation with, I was so looking forward to this, but at the same time did not know how it was going to go. And if they don't confess something back to you when you say that, it's like, okay, that's a red flag I've got to explore. And just remember, if you are taking things slow, exploring it could be on date number 3. But let's see what we have, Janine. Okay. I feel as if this is someone that will be nervous about revealing that they're not in the place they want to be in life. They had expected that they would be much more settled by now. And I feel they're quite harsh on themselves. Now, it's up to you to work out whether that harsh on themselves is because they don't get external praise. Well, there you go. Just remember, Janine, if this is the first time meeting face to face, there's other variables. I'm going to use a scientific term here. 90% of our communication is done haptically. Haptically means without words. So it's the vibe, it's the mannerisms, it's a whole series of things that can't be done using technology. And yet 90% of our communication is done that way. If it wasn't a scientific term, I would definitely include aura, Janine. But it is actually a scientific term. Haptically means without words. It's the way we carry ourselves, the way we emphasize certain pauses. It's the way that we look at someone when they've asked us a question. So 90% of our communication is done without words. And unfortunately, our reliance on technology for communication has actually meant miscommunication is more common. Yet voice note does not matter. It's like that interaction when two people are together in real life. Once you meet them, you can then start filling in those haptic clues. But I feel you've stressed enough over this meet face to face that I think you can relax. You've done enough stress. Now's the time for action. And I think, Janine, you and I had this conversation a little while ago. I've actually travelled 4 hours or 480 kilometres to meet someone. So what does that translate into miles? I've got no idea. You've all got your hands on Google. Somebody figure it out. But I've travelled 480 kilometres to meet someone. And it was worth it. And I then said, well, now we can start meeting halfway. Because if we're each travelling 200 kilometres or 2.5 hours, we get to spend more time together. And when they weren't happy about that, that was something I needed to discuss. And as it turned out, they wanted someone that lived next door. And I'm like, if you want someone that lives next door now, all you're wanting is a booty call. So I'm out. And until you actually meet them in person, you can meet 100 nice people. Not all of them are for you. Yes, for real, Wonderosity. Because if we had had that one meeting, and yes, I worked out how they haptically communicated, but they didn't reveal that they weren't looking for somebody that was long distance at all. And in Australia, it's not long distance. Trust me. We are so spread out and yet connected by freeways that seeing somebody that lives a while away, and yes, I'm talking in a different state, can be done. And it's not an impossible thing. However, you've got to meet them in person to be able to get to know them. And even when you do meet them in person, you can meet 100 nice people. And yet, probably only one of them is for you. See, my question to you, Janine, would be, why aren't you meeting at the halfway point? Because that is a good discussion. When you are considering long distance, it's a good discussion to have. Is why can't we meet halfway? Because if we're putting in the effort to do it, shouldn't they also put in some effort? And I immediately wrote off somebody that wouldn't even travel half an hour. It's like, yeah, you're just wanting a booty call that lives in the same street as you. So people reveal, as I said, it's haptic. It's haptically. It's done without the necessity of words. Yes, I would do that. Definitely Blue Moss Dragonet. make sure somebody knows where you are 100% of the time. Well, that's a good one, Janine. But make sure somebody knows where you are 100% of the time. And I don't have, like, all of my friends are all over Australia. So I don't have that close circle of local friends. And I've even gone to the extent of handing my diary in, a paper diary, mind you, handing it in to the local police station. So they know where I am, who I'm with, etc. Now, Janine, which oracle would you like? I have 13th oracle, Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Law of Positivism, Magic of Unicorns, Energy and Spirit. And trust me, the police do not think you are a sandwich short of a picnic. Vintage Wisdom. Okay. They actually think you're quite intelligent, quite prepared. So they do sometimes get people like me who are prepared, who do that sort of thing. The police. I handed my diary into a police station because all of my friends are spread all over Australia. So I don't necessarily have a close local circle of friends. Who thinks I'm quite intelligent? The police. Because I've handed in my diary to paper diary. I've handed in my paper diary to them. And I pick it up when I say when I'm scheduled back, and I pick it up when I come back. So if somebody reports you missing, they would do it to your local services. And of course, they'd have your diary there. They'd know who you were with, when you were expected back, all of that sort of stuff. So most of them think it's actually quite intelligent. And saying that, I feel like an intelligence card is going to pop up. So, okay. I don't take flip outs because flip outs are, gratitude. That is an intelligent card. Flip outs are my bad shuffling. So my guide, by the movement of my hands, it is a wise thing to do, and it might be appropriate for you too, Janine. Who knows? If you've got a close circle of local friends, let them know when you're expected back. Because, of course, if you miss that deadline, you're going to reach out. Gratitude. I like this card with the peony in the middle. I feel as if there's happy times ahead. You're just holding yourself down, trying not to be flown away by it. Here we go. This image portrays a winged diva poised behind a pink rose. A golden crown hovers above her head. In the language of flowers, pink roses are symbolic of joy and gratitude, a virtue that belongs in the realm of sacred emotion and sovereign status. It has been clinically proven that a thankful life is generally a happier life. And I can attest to that. It's been scientifically proven. And it's easier to forget we often receive a great deal more than we give. The gratitude card invites you to unearth the bounty of your daily life by remembering the many reasons to be grateful. It may be a favourable time to express thanks to a deserving soul who has helped you in some way, or simply as a signal to count your blessings. The continued practice of this alchemical virtue can animate forgiveness, heal the past, and bring about a daily sense of wonderment and peace. From a cosmic perspective, to become unconditionally grateful for the adventure of life, with all of its ups and downs, and regardless of outcomes, is to merge with the kingdom of God. Now, I know it is really, really difficult to have gratitude for the difficulties we face. However, it's within those difficulties that we realize who our true friends are. We actually get given a glimpse. When we're going through tough times, we get given a glimpse into the character of those who surround us. So don't let your tough times hold you back. Hello V, welcome in. So yeah, in the reading, I think I picked up that you were wondering how you were going to reveal your nervousness, reveal tough times that you've had, reveal what you feel you lack. One of the ways to do it is to actually sit in gratitude of what you do have. To sit in that gratitude of what you do have. And that will also help yourself not get carried away. Because it's so easy. It's so easy to get carried away when someone pays you a compliment. Because compliments are so scarce nowadays, it is easy to get carried away. And believe it or not, sometimes I even have that difficulty. Okay. Yeah, being grateful for the difficult times is a hard one. However, true universal gratitude actually tries to see the silver lining in the tough times. Okay, Ultimate Karina. You're welcome, Janine. Hello, Karina. I'm feeling a self-judgment about physical appearance here. Just let me know if you can understand it, a yes or a no. Lets me know which side of my head to listen to. Okay. It's not real. Seriously, if you were to look at the God principle, Tuna Rap, welcome in. First time in the chat, welcome. In the eyes of the God principle, we are all divine. So, Karina, I want you to remember that, because I fear at the moment you're overtaken with what you lack, and I feel that gratitude card also spoke to you. Yeah, true. In the eyes of the God principle, we are all perfect, even with our imperfections. And if people stop being Instagram focused or visually focused, if we were put here, we were also put here to attract our perfect mate. And I feel as if you're trying to. Yeah. There's definitely a sense of lack. There's definitely a sense of being used in the past. You've got over that. I want to say you've overcome that. And that is a positive. I feel as if you're tentatively moving towards someone or trying to get towards someone. Although I am picking up, Ultimate Karina, that you feel as if you've got competition. I just want to see the next card, yeah. Okay. No, you're trying to move closer towards somebody you already know. I'm not saying someone new's coming in. You're trying to move towards somebody you already know. And hopefully you understand why I'm picking that up. But there's also the overcoming of lack. It's like, well, I don't have this, I don't have that. And I feel a lot of it has to do with materialistic things like money, possessions. And remember, all those... a lot of the flip and earn people are in debt. So don't compare yourself to those people either. But I feel as if you're comparing yourself. And it's like, you're not. You are you. And we all make mistakes. Mistakes in judgment, mistakes in behavior, mistakes in life. Yeah. Just look at what you have. Because I feel you have a lot. And I feel in some way you've got strength that others don't give you credit for. Oh, Ultimate Karina, you've been anonymously gifted. Okay, let's see. Yeah. You got 2 walking away cards. All you desired in the past was stability. It's all you desire in the future as well. Okay, Knight of Swords. I feel you're concerned about returning to work or your work-life balance being changed. There's a fear of having to walk away from career. You'll tough it out. You will tough it out. Just, I feel you've still got like 4 more days, 4 more weeks, 4 more months left of a break. Use that time wisely to rejuvenate yourself. And I get this sense that you've had parental help because of your strength. There you go. I'm seeing bars across. I'm not sure whether you're a single mother because the baby daddy is in law enforcement or incarcerated. Debato, all spots are filled at the moment. But you're welcome to hang out. There you go. I feel character has not changed. There might be a temptation to take this person back, but the character of that person has not changed. So, yes. Hopefully that resonated for you. No, you don't want to go back to that. The put downs that I'm picking up were enough. Eternal peace for me. Hello. Thank you, Ultimate Karina. And thank you, Anonymous, for the subbing. Yes, eternal peace for me. All spots are filled. We'll get there. I always do. Dream it possible. Okay. Hello, Dream It Possible. Before I even picked up a deck, I'm picking up your very philosophical spiritually. But I want to say you've had to turn away from that in recent times. You've had to be a bit more practical in recent times. Just a yes or a no, and then I'll turn over the cards. Okay, Dream It Possible, I need to hear from you to proceed with the reading. You're not sure. Okay. You're going to say I'm not sure to everything unless I say I'm picking up a love reading. I'm not actually, but we'll get there. Okay. The Lovers. I feel as if you get attached quite quickly. Just let me know, Dream It Possible. You get attached quite quickly. Okay. I'm going to keep my energy going. Okay. There's someone that's recently let you down. And you're cutting ties with that person. Big cutting ties. There you go. You thought it was balanced, and I feel you may have been deceived. I feel this could be a Leo, an Aries, or Taurus. Yeah. Okay, then someone with a very self-focused goal setting. If it's none of those signs, it's self-focused goal setting. I've got the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so I feel you're not going to regret this for very long. And if anything, it could be a March birthday. So that's what I have for you, Dream It Possible. And I don't feel you're going to regret it for long. Okay. Coffee? It's a March 27. Dream It Possible. Is it March 27? 29th. Nah, not going to accept it. Not going to say I called it. But there you go. But I feel you won't regret it for long. Is there a desire in you to reconnect with that person? I feel as if there's a desire in you to reconnect with that person. Sorry, I was going to do next, and as soon as I did, my guide stopped me. I feel you may reach out to them to see what response you get. But please do me a favour and do something more than hey. Seriously, if we want to reconnect with people, if we want to discover a deeper connection, we've got to give something. Because I feel like I can see you with a phone tempting to reach out. Attempting to reach out. And it's never happened, but I feel as if you will. Blue Moss Dragonette. Oh. Last Coca-Cola, welcome in. Yeah, I feel, did this happen in late November, early December? Dream It Possible? Sorry, Blue Moss Dragonhead, I'll be there in a second. It's just when my guide's still talking to me. June. No, that's not what I was getting. I feel you wanted them to reach out to you. That's not going to happen. There's a certain pride there. Okie dokie. That's what I wanted. Blue Moss Dragonette. My guide told me I need to use the Naughty Tarot, which I'm actually thinking of gifting to someone. Yes, I'm actually thinking of gifting it to somebody that seems to like it better than I do. But my guide said the naughty one. So the naughty one, here we come. There's a celebration happening around you. Shut up, phone. I get that there's a celebration happening around you. Yes. It's not an engagement, is it? I tried to ask my guide why the naughty deck, and my guide said just for fun. It is. Ha! Congratulations, Blue Moss Dragonette. Come on, chat. I want to see congratulations going up in the air. Woohoo! Okay. You've done it the right way. You've planted... Oh, don't you just love the Magician? You've planted the seeds of stability really well. I have not seen anybody in chat say congratulations. Come on, people. Thank you, Tuna Wrap. Blue Moss Dragonette was one of my very first mods, now streams. So you've got the Four of Wands, Three of Pentacles, the Magician, the King of Cups. This is joyous. This is joyous, Blue Moss Dragonette, and yeah, the Star, the Empress. Okay. Just for a laugh, I'm going to show everybody the Hanged Man. Just for a laugh. But I want to say, for you, it was worth the wait. I'm going to put it off camera. It's a bit too dirty. It was worth the wait. It was worth the tests. And I feel equally, you both put each other through tests. There's a bit of a different perspective about how to celebrate. And I don't know whether that's... One wants to go traditional, one wants to go... in the how to celebrate. One wants to go traditional, the other one wants to go happy party atmosphere. I feel you're the one that wants happy party atmosphere. There you go. I feel that you will compromise and you will successfully compromise. And What is it like? My generation is totally different to current generation. It used to always be, if it was easy, it's not worth it. Thank you for sticking with the sense of humour part, Blue Moss Dragonette, but congratulations. I see you could get it your own way. You could get it your own way. However, compromise is what I see happening. But just remember, you're the one that's done the dutiful thing and got burnt by it. And I feel your now fiance knows that. Okay. And I feel there's one minor request. Something about the nails. Not to go too pointy or not to get them fake or something like that. There's been one request that has to do with aesthetics. Your fiance does not like fake. There you go. There you go. And I feel that's the only request. It's like, no fake nails, no fake anything. Yeah. I get it. I get it. Look, I'm lucky. I know I've been blessed. These are my real nails. I know I have been blessed. But I don't like fake either. It's like I've seen some people with fake nails and I'm thinking, how do you even wash your own dishes? But there you go, Blue Moss Dragonette. Thank you. Tuna wrap. I started out... Oh, the camera doesn't pick up the two different colours. It doesn't pick up the two different colours. That's weird. I started out painting one thumbnail and discovered that the nail polish was off. So then switched colours and ended up with one blue nail and the rest purple. But the camera doesn't pick it up, so that's good. That's good. Yeah, true. I love the way you said that, Blue Moss Dragonette. It's like, yeah, how do they? But congratulations. Mwah. Mwah. And thank you for joining in a bit of the fun with the dirty deck. Because I feel as if you deserve the fun. And I feel as if you're quite looking forward to, I want to say, doing the rounds. It's a term not used much anymore. But it used to be that you would go and meet close people individually and tell them of your engagement. And I feel that's not complete yet. And doing the rounds is something that is being looked forward to. Yeah, it's not common now. It's like all of a sudden it shows up on somebody's Facebook feed or Instagram feed or socials. And nobody does the rounds anymore. But nobody does those candied nuts. I can remember going to so many weddings, and you would take home a piece of cake, and if you were single, you had to put it underneath your pillow, and you would take home a little chill bag of candied nuts. And that's unless you were in the bridal party. Then it was a whole other story. But I don't know why I say that. I feel as if those traditions are going to be held up. I'm sorry to spoil it, Blue Moss Dragonette, but thank you for joining in the fun. Congrats. Now, let me see. Oh, I've got to do the next first. V, it is you. Hello, V. Can you understand having just finished a course of study? Okay, I feel as if it's a bit of an anticlimax. It's like there's more to be done, sort of thing. You graduate in January. Can you understand? Yes, I've done it, but that's about the only excitement I get. You were hoping this would steer you in a different direction in life? But instead, even when offers come in, it's like, meh. And it feels as if all that effort has gone into something that isn't, let's say, isn't valued as much anymore. That's why the Hierophant showed up. I was going to ask that. Yeah, it does seem scary. One thing your family might, and yourself might go the marriage route. If not, this book, and I've shared it before, it's by Philip Garside, still available on Amazon. It's The Secrets to Getting a Job, and it actually walks you through how to do your CV so that you can show the skills you got from studying. I get the feeling that you're feeling like stabbed in the back. Excuse me. You were hoping that now you've graduated, you could go out and earn money. But I do want to say that this book actually helped me get a lot of different jobs. So it shows you how to utilize the skills you learnt while studying to fit into jobs. Because I feel as if it might have been an MBA, but it's like everybody wants youth and experience, and you've spent the time studying undergrad. That's okay. But can you understand, everybody wants youth and experience, and you've spent that time studying. It's like nobody really goes by education anymore. But then again, when I got my first job, nobody cared about education then either. So it's like we've come full circle. It's like, did you grow up in a large family? Did you have to interact? Did you have to... Yeah. That's why I recommend Philip Garside's book. I know you've got professional help in changing your CV. It's why I recommend Philip Garside's book. He looks at the experience you have in life doesn't necessarily have to come from a specific job. But I feel as if you want to disrespect your parents, but you can't. I feel as you want a way out. Yeah. I feel as if the family still haven't done their due diligence in the marriage situation. They will find out something that will rule out the person. So I feel that will get you some freedom. For now, anyway. Thank you, V. Okie dokie. Tuna wrap. As soon as I say it, I feel like I'm reading for taco. That's okay, tuna wrap. Oh, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much for the sub. Let's see, tuna wrap. Can you understand just having moved? Just having moved or just having come of age. Okay. What am I picking up on then? Same job for 3. That's okay. You don't have to give me your rundown. I like to find out why they're saying new. Unless it's you feel like a new person. But tuna wrap, can you understand? I'm getting an Aussie feeling with you as I tune in. An Aussie feeling. Australia, New Zealand. You had some Tim Tams today. That's an Aussie thing. But you're from New York. Okay. Then why am I getting... Unless you're seeking new talent. Can you understand seeking new talent? Okay, Eight of Swords. Eight of Cups. Well, welcome from New York City. I had some friends that lived there until 2001. They moved back in 2002. Okay. It's like I'm isolated, I'm up in my head, but there's still a charge and a... There's still a charge and a drive within you. You moved to... brave of you. There's still a charge and a drive within you. I don't know whether this new talent is collaborating with new people. Well, you would have been 5 when my friends moved back. Okay. You're in 2 minds about something, Tuna. Okay. It's like, is it safe to test the waters again? It's like I'm interviewing. Can you understand why someone that doesn't even know you is picking up that you're interviewing? Sorry to rain on your parade, Tuna Wrap, but I think you will. The Empress and the Sun. You want stability in life, but it hasn't come from you. There you go. I knew you were... new hires for your job. Yeah. It's like... I got to stick with what my guides tell me right from the start. I feel as if you're moving up the ladder, not sideways. You're moving up. Okay. And I want to say there's research or something. I know I picked up interviewing before, but you're doing research. Lost in thought. I feel as if you're moving up. You're not moving sideways for your job. You're moving up. You're doing research. When you say lost in thought, you could have quite easily been writing down things. I feel as if you're doing research. You're out there looking. I'm not sure what you're looking for, but you're out there looking. There you go. And I feel it's something that is pivotal to where you live, what you do, and your dreams. It's pivotal to all 3. It's like I'm at a turning point in life. I do feel as though there is a little bit of uncovering that you want to do, or exposing that you're wanting to do. Next thing you could tell me is that you're a research journalist. Yeah, I saw the changing of you work in not-profit finance. That's okay. But you're researching something, and it's to uncover, whether it's to uncover unethical practices or uncover I feel you're taking both paths, actually. You can't decide on them, so you're throwing yourself into the two. And for some bizarre reason, I get one has to do with the workings of the human mind. Okay. You need a bit of a rest, though. I feel you need a little bit of a rest, a little bit of a holiday. Well, good luck with the research, because I feel like it's a pivotal point. That's all I can pick up for you, Tuna Wrap, but I feel both paths you will follow. And I want to say you're looking at long-term stability, not just short-term. Yeah, I was picking up a lot of introspection. But you do need to have a rest. Hi, Kiki. I do need to say, Tuna Wrap, you need to have a little bit of a rest. Like a weekend off. It's getting a bit overwhelming at the moment. And hopefully that resonates for you, Tuna Wrap. My guide started out on point. It's just I've got to have a reference for it to be able to describe it. Okie dokie. Now, let's see what we've got. Okay, Eternal Peace for me. You are up next. Right. And just like before, if you do get thrown to an ad, make sure that you type in ad in the comments bar. Oh, up and down, Kiki. Up and down, but it's getting there. And I just have to check Eternal Peace for me if you're there. Okay. And yes, the current video may be a bit deceptive. It says I've been on for an hour. I got kicked off in a thunderstorm. So I hope they get better from here too, Kiki, but time will tell. Now, Eternal Peace for me, and I'm about to close the queue, Kiki, if you wanted to get in. You're welcome, Tuna Wrap, and thank you for the sub. There we go. Okay, Eternal Peace for me. I can't see Eternal Peace for me in the viewers, so let's keep it moving. When I start to lose my voice, that's when I start to worry, actually. Last Coca-Cola, you are up. Okie dokie. Now, my guide hasn't chosen these ones for a while, so this is going to be interesting. You've got exciting news to share, Last Coca-Cola. And I'm picking up something about November, December. And not Christmas, no. Just let me know if that resonates. My guide said to go for it. Okay, you've been offered something here that is joyous, and yet you're questioning why now? Can you understand questioning why now? Okay, the Lovers. I feel this has something to do with your partner. And I feel it's a coming together in an official way. November. I get the November card. Can you understand feeling overwhelmed and empathetic at the moment? As in you can pick up other people's emotions? And it's wearing you out? Okay. I've got the Star here. You know I love the Star. Four of Cups. I feel as if there is something that there's sort of like a financial goal that is getting hit or exceeded. And it spurs things along. Yeah, I picked that up. But there's stability. It's working as a team has actually strengthened your bond. And there's a goal that either meets or exceeds its outcome. That's okay. I want to say by November it meets or exceeds the outcome. And I feel the financial goal is actually tied to the relationship goal. It's almost like I wanted to be financially stable before you're going to be shocked is what I get. I split the deck and got the Wheel of Fortune. There you are. No wonder I wanted to get this one. I feel as if as time goes by, there's less and less family interference. And I feel as if there's an older sibling that is paying through the nose because of child support, palimony, whatever you want to call it. No, about having a bond. Oh, there you go. The jealousy is kicked off from an older sibling having to pay a lot out to somebody that it didn't continue, or where it didn't continue. Ah, there you go. And I feel there's money going out for it. There's a lot of money going out for it. And I want to say top shelf stuff, like upper market stuff. Then I want to say the mother is spending wildly. You know, kids grow out of clothes so quickly that you really don't want $1,000 outfit for them before they reach 18. But then again, as I always say, I'm really old. We had our Sunday best, which was for birthdays, church, or special occasions. We had our Sunday best. And then we pretty much mucked around and did our own thing in rags. Not that they were rags, but still clothes that didn't matter if it got wrecked. Well, I am old. 58's old. 58's old. So, and until you reach 58, you don't realise, like I used to think I'd be around forever. And it wasn't until I passed, I would say 54, that I started feeling old. Didn't feel old before that. Oh, well, that includes me, last Coca-Cola. I have a walking aid for short distances and a wheelchair for the rest. So, but that was since I was 30, so nothing much has changed. But anyway, I see a celebration coming up because a financial goal is reached. That's okay, Last Coca-Cola. Things happen in life. We can't ignore life because some things are unpleasant. I've actually had a fantastic life. I've worked in the music industry. I've pretty much done exactly what I wanted to do in life. And then it surprises me again, because if somebody said I would have been reading handles on Twitch, I would have said, what, you mean I'm going to read for truckers? I feel November more, and the cards dealt me November. And it's going to meet or exceed the financial goal. And there's celebration around it too. And stability going forward for you and what you desire. I thought I'd pretty much mentioned that I had a car accident when I was 30. I was sole driver and had a broken spine because of it. So life happens, and it's how we deal with it when it does happen that shows our character. And the theme of today's stream, that my guides told me anyway, was that it was going to be, we all make mistakes. We're human. Okay. Not sure, Last Coca-Cola. I actually saw this as being separate from children. So you and your partner together rather than family inclusive. Even though you both are family inclusive, I'm not ruling that out. But this was something between you and your partner. You know, partners are different than their roles as parents. So hopefully it resonates, Last Coca-Cola. Kiki, it is now you. Okie dokie. Or to end the year on a good note, whichever way you want to look at it, Last Coca-Cola. Kiki, are you looking at doing a course to learn something? I know, most of 2025 I've been in hospital. So okay. Kiki, can you understand learning something or going on a course to learn something? Just a yes or a no or an in-ad. Oh, I don't listen to astrology when it comes to that. I look at it practically. Is it going to be useful? I feel for you, yes. I feel this is something useful. You're looking more at traveling though. It's not learning astrology for yourself, is it? Or adding to the astrological knowledge? With the sun coming up. Travel card. Okay. I feel as if you're aiming for something. In your heart, it's a connection with a person. But you are aiming for something, whether that be travel, whether that be change of where you're located. Yeah, learning is always happening. It's life. I do get a successful outcome, but I feel it's learning. I don't feel it is your desire of a relationship or a connection. You're relocating. There's success. I couldn't work out what it is. 6 of Wands. Success. Ace of Swords. Success. I feel there's a bit of melancholy over what to take. It's for business, career. Okay. As I said, learning something for business or career. But there's a little bit of melancholy over what to take. And also some awkwardness regarding shared family furniture or shared family heirlooms. It's like I don't even want to speak to them, yet I have to. Type of energy. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, Kiki. But yes, I get success as the outcome. You're hoping with the move, your heart will be mended as well. I get why it's difficult. Trust me, I can see why it's difficult. Snow Kai, I'm sorry I've closed the queue and I'm doing a last read at the moment because I've got Thunder and Lightning that have already kicked me off stream. Well, the outcome to the business side of things, Kiki, is positive. 2 positive cards in a row. And on that note, I will make sure that the queue is empty. There we go. And I think I'm going to send you over to one of my recommended streams. So give me a second. If I can type. No, thank you, Kiki. And I shall see you all next week, hopefully with a better week. Until then, bye for now.
Well, you're an Aries rising, so your chart is basically like